Alright, welcome, and today's video is it's part 3 of the series I'm doing out of 4 parts, and today we are working on the radioactive desert. So, it's the radiators, the radiator bosses. I've only had experience with the water one, but we're not going based off my teams today. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to go into here and look through the recommended decks and find free-to-play ones and share those with people. And yes, I know anyone can look in here for it, but I figure putting it in a video, because not everyone does. Like, it's an option, but I mean, there's a lot of things in games like that where it's handed out to the players and the player base either just doesn't know or they just don't think about it. So I figured going through, looking at common units that are built through all of these dungeons and showing how they run in a team might help people build for these teams. Common units you will see is Dark Sharpshooter, Fire Clockwork, and Tree Turtle Tank. Those are like the essential for all of these, not even just Radioactive Desert, but the other two as well. And yeah, I think even Mental Fortress, it's like really common. So this first video is actually going to be from the score category, because this looks pretty free to play friendly, I'd say. Oh no, it does as Tree Gunslinger. Hold on. Let's find one. Let's try to find one without him if we can. And just if we do end up showing one with like Tree Gunslinger, Water Nurse, Nat 5s that people don't have, you can replace them. There's not any unit, like any Nat 4 or Nat 5 that can't really be replaced per se. Like they all have some sort of backups. Like Tree Gunslinger, he is here for big dick damage. You can find other units that do a lot of damage, I'm gonna be honest. So let's go with this one. This one has a lot of core units you've seen through the other videos if you watched it, and if you haven't, I recommend you go check those out. They're great, great teams and a great video. But based off all the other videos, the only new unit in this one would be the Tree Gunslinger, and even then it's not new, it's just not it's recommended to use them if you have them, but we're trying not to show these teams. But obviously they all have Tree Gunslinger, so because it's the leaderboards, which is competitive, that's why it's like that. If you don't have Tree Gunslinger, there are other recommendations, like Tree Clockwork does a lot of damage and can get through that, like chunk that health bar a lot, and the sharpshooters are also really good at it. But yeah, and obviously if you have any like Nat 5s or LD 4s and 5s that do damage as well or fit in this spot, feel free to put them in. At the end of the day, it's your team, so do what you want to make your team work, you know? Common things you will see in these runs is Tree Turtle Tank, Fire Ghost Pirate, and Water, the Water Robot in the front row. And they're all there for cooldowns. They do the same thing. Cooldown reduction, cooldown reduction, cooldown reduction. You have your Fire Clockwork in every team pretty much for the buffs. You'll have your Dark Sharpshooter for the debuffs, and also just for a lot of damage, and also a couple more buffs. And then the other two slots are kind of damage depending on the dungeon. The Sharpshooter, they're usually, I've been noticing a lot of double Sharpshooters or double Clockwork back rows. So yeah, and turn order typically goes Fire Clockwork into some of your damage, or all of your damage, with your cooldown reduction at the very end. So that way it's affecting everyone. So yeah, and look at this run, over 4.2 million damage. Gets through it, 4.25 million damage. And these runs aren't always going to be safest, that's just the sad fact of these dungeons. It's really hard to get fast, consistent, and high luck runs. But when we go through these cost categories, the nice thing is you can take off luck, like through your gears, sorry. Take off luck and put on more useful and better stats, and it should help you get through it. So let's look. We're on the fire one now, by the way. The fire, Fire Radiator, sorry. So let's go to the cost. Oh, sorry, I keep sliding out of my chair. Let's find ourselves a free-to-play team, shall we? Or free-to-play-esque. It has Water Nurse though. I think you could replace Water Nurse in this comp with yeah, I think you could definitely replace the Water Nurse with one of these two, the fire or the Water Ghost Captain or the Water what is it? Engineer Robot, yeah. I think if you put one of those here in the front with this, it's perfectly fine. So let's look. See how it's set up. Oh, stretch. Anyways. Yeah, you got buffs into damage. I'd probably recommend the water robot here just because it's a lot of healing, honestly. Yeah, all these runs are pretty much set up the same. I don't know what his kit exactly does. I'd have to look again. We can look after this run. It seems to be a really quick run anyways. Is he just a lot of damage? Yeah, look. I mean, it looked a little sketchy at the beginning because the fire robot got taken down to like 10 HP, but he didn't die. I mean, this is a high luck run. You just put some more bulk on him, more speed, or whatever, you know, and it should work great. And this is a ridiculously high damage run though. You definitely don't need to get this much damage. That is just for showing off. You just want to be a show off and have all this damage. Yeah. The damage runs aren't bad to show off because of the fact that, you know, higher damage means you killed the boss quick and effectively as well. Let this guy get finished off and then we can move on to the tree radiator. Come on, you guys got this. Oh, come on, just finish him off. There we go. Alrighty. That's great. So, onto the tree radiator. Let's go on to cost. Look for a decent free-to-play team. You definitely do not need the tree gunslinger and these. Is this the same team? No, okay. Pretty much the same though, it's just one of the sharpshooters. And then replacement for here, since it's the tree one, you would probably want to find a damage fire dealer. So I will leave that up to your discretion. I'm sure you could actually run triple sharpshooter with fire clockwork in these two. I'm sure that would work great. Let's go for this one though. Let's see. Yep, buffs, damage, assisting. Basically your goal at the very beginning is just clear that bar as soon as possible. And that way it gives your team time to get more buffs and your cooldowns reset. And as much damage is stacked as possible. So that way it's a little easier to take down the yellow bar and then the red bar. Red one's gonna be a little bit of a pain. Especially if you don't have tree gunslinger, it will make it a little more difficult. But it is definitely doable. Let's see. Yeah, look how quick that is. Already in the red. It's been like what, 30, 40 seconds? These runs can go ridiculously quick. Especially if you have a team built for it. Yeah. Anything else I can think of? I mean, just keep an eye out on like how many units overlap. I've been reiterating this for the past 2 videos, but I'm not kidding. It saves a lot of resources not having to build a new team for every single dungeon. Like these 2 are essential, or this core 3 is pretty essential for a lot of dungeons, plus the dark sharpshooter. Seems to be going great. And if you didn't watch the last video, The reason I keep looking over to the side is because I am not used to having a face cam, and my OBS is set up on this monitor right here. I have a monitor on the side. So I just look over occasionally, just make sure everything's up and running fine. So you got 2 more to go, right? 2 more. The light and dark ones. Typically, the light and dark ones are a bit more difficult, but so far it seemed like they are doable with somewhat free-to-player units, so let's go through and find some. Let's see. This is another example of what you can do is they have, it's not as correlated as I thought, I guess, but you know, get rid of the tree sharpshooter, put in the dark one, or not dark sharpshooter, the dark clockwork if you have them, and you just like mix and match. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get at. You know, you don't have waters, put in water ghost captain. They don't have the same kits, but they are definitely replaceable with each other. Yeah, let's watch this one since it doesn't have any nat 5s in it. And no water nurse buffed damage, it's just the tree gunslinger. Buff, debuff, or I guess you don't debuff, but buffs into damage, into cooldowns, more cooldowns and assists. That's the other thing, units that assist are just tend to be good for these. I don't know what the reason is, it's just, I guess it's just for more damage. You know, you assist your damage dealers and gets that down quicker, more damage. Seems to be going good so far though. I mean, his dark sharpshooter didn't seem to land a mark, which kind of sucks for the total damage, but you don't need total damage in this. You just need, like, I think it's like 2 million is the minimum, or 3 or 4 million. I don't know the exact amount, but you don't need a whole lot of damage to get a triple S. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's like at or below 4 million for it. Let's see. Yeah, there's not much else to go over with this run. So let's actually, what we can do is just back out of this. We know how it goes. You know, that bar finishes, then that bar gets depleted, they win. So let's move on to the final one, the dark radiator. This will probably be the more difficult one. Let's find a team. And look at that, it's pretty identical team, but let's look up a little further. That's water nurse. Let's do this one, higher luck-ish. Yeah, higher luck. So yeah, it's pretty sure it's like the same team from last time, but for the other one. But same concept as always, buff, damage, cooldown. I'm probably getting everyone sick of hearing that, but that's all it is. It's just buffs, damage, cooldowns, repeat till the boss is down. Typically your buffs include healing buffs. That's how the teams are able to stay up and running. Why the fire clock works so good, it's damage buffs and healing. And it's just all AoE, so. Let's see how, I'm gonna let this run play through and we're gonna see how much damage they can get. I think they're gonna get, probably just at 4 million. That seems to be the typical amount, is around 4 million or just above. Depends how long this phase lasts. You get to like 3.6 or 7, it's gonna go over 4 million. Yep, it's gonna go over 4 million. Every time I guess it, I'm wrong. Yeah, 4 million for this phase, I guess. And you get all these units built up. I have a few of them. I have the tree gunslinger, the fire clockwork, a Dark Sharpshooter at level 60, but the others I don't. Should definitely get going. And I need better gear. That's the main reason I haven't done these. I just need a lot better gear. Yeah, 4.8 million damage. Looked relatively safe. So yeah, that's how you do all the Radiator bosses. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, have a wonderful day. Peace.